Alright, I wanted to thank everybody for watching my videos over these last years. I've been away for the last 3 years, just finally starting back up, and I hope some of y'all are still from there, not just new people. I appreciate y'all watching and continuing to come back. Okay, I'm not real sure on the video format I'm going to do. In the past, I would just show the end result of the programming versus the progression inside the code and the testing of it. So let me know what you think. If you want to just show you gameplay of after or the progress into making that new section or whatever it is. Okay, and this one right here, I am working on the tower guard. There are 5 tower guards in alternate around the city, throughout the city, and it's only in enhanced mode. In the tower guards, there are 3 levels in the tower guard. You got the first level, second, and third level. You enter it, and of course you're in the first level. You can interact with guards there, and they can kind of give you an idea of which way you're going. If you're leaning towards evil or if you're leaning towards good, their comments will let you know. Then you can try and go upstairs. Now, with the tower, with the guards, you need to be good to go upstairs. So if you're not good, then the guards won't let you. They'll tell you maybe later. They'll let you know that you're only slightly there, or actually if you're if your thief level or alignment gets too bad, then they will escort you out. And as it gets worse and worse, they'll actually escort you out and attack you. So watch what you're doing around the tower guard. They could be your friends, or they could be your enemies. Now, if your thief level or alignment gets so bad, they will try to arrest you and put you into the pokey. Other option that happens is if you're really bad, then they will just execute you instantly. So tower guards are trying to keep the peace in the town, so watch it. But if you make friends, if you're an evil or a high thief, and you make friends with a certain guild, there's a really good chance that when the guards take you up to the pokey to put you in jail or execute you, that your friends will come and rescue you and you will be saved. But you need to be part of that guild. Okay. So what I wanted to do is trying to make all the modules, shops and taverns and smithies, not just a pure static page, to have them a little more alive. So there's some animation going on. There's so I wanted to make the tower guards, when you go to level 2, the picture changes. So you saw me drawing a level 2 tower section. This is where the living quarters of the tower guards. So you can see the beds on the right, and if you're able to get to level 2, there's an option for possibly asking for food and water help. This is a once per day kind of thing, and not all tower guards are going to have food and water. They might just have food, they might just have water. It will kind of help you out, but it's, of course, to get to level 2 you have to be somewhat a good player. And of course, we all know there's a place to get free water in alternate reality. Not convenient, but it's there. But the tower guards, you only can do that once per day. If you ask more than once a day, you'll start making the guards mad. And then after a period of time, you know, the guards won't even give you food and water. So don't be stingy. There are side effects to asking way too often. So I wanted to have these tower guards help out a little bit on there. So all this video is showing my testing, development, drawing of the tower guard. Don't know if this is something that is liked. I had about 3 hours of videos. I kind of sped it up, crunched it down into a video. Everybody just let me know if you want to that, or go back to just seeing the end result, seeing me just playing through it, and you seeing the options, because actually that's probably easier for me, instead of trying to figure out what to chop, what to collect, speeding up. So, but either way, I'm perfectly fine on that. And the only thing about showing code is I had a little hesitation about it, because I did not want for someone to see exactly the numbers and everything else. So there's no option, there's no need for you to figure it out. You can just look at the video and get that. I just didn't think that was going to be something very nice to do. So that's why I actually sped through it, so that most likely you won't be able to grab all that. Then as I finished the tower guard thing, then I made it part of the saved data. That way, if you save the game, reload it, the tower guards remember, you know, have you asked for the day? Have they given out their food for the day? That way, you know, you can't exploit some kind of, you know, hole in the game and keep getting food. I think that's a little bit better. The save data is getting large with all the data that's being saved. Tower guards over time will get to know you, and they will offer new things to do as they get to know you. Like sometimes they will offer you a bed to sleep for the night, but that feature is only once they really get to know you. So just like the tavern, you can build a friendship level with certain guard towers. So you build a good level with one guard tower doesn't mean the other guard tower will do the same. Each guard tower is different. That data progresses. So if you make them mad, then they won't. Okay, and so level 2 is possibly food, water, and a slight chance of a bed for the night. Level 3, right now no one can get up to level 3. It says it's for guards only, and I haven't decided what to do with level 3, but I think I'm going to leave it as guards only. But there will be a way to get to level 3 if you know what you're doing. I've thought it through and come out with an idea how to get to level 3, but I haven't figured out what's up there. I'm thinking level 3 is a weapons storage, and you have the possibility of taking weapons, so, or taking, you know, a weapon if you don't get caught. That's the way I'm leaning right now. I haven't completely decided on that, but that's the way I'm leaning. Probably that's the way I will end up going, is level 3 being their weapon storage. Now I've come up with an idea of how to get to level 3. Not sure that's going to be the only one. I want to give it a few options. I don't want to make people only have one option in there. And it's kind of like, you know, you don't have to be good, you don't have to be evil in this game. You can be whatever you want. There's consequences. So I want to have an option, the possibility for everybody to be able to get there, no matter how good or evil you are. Most likely a good person wouldn't be stealing, but hey, you never know. Okay, so during this I've fixed quite a few bugs as testing. I found out that blood spatter stuff coming up when it shouldn't come up. Fixed that. Probably seeing a few credits in there for game thinks you're dead when you're not dead. So I fixed all that on the game. I fixed many bugs by doing this, which is nice. So and this game is the video of this game is all in the new engines. It's in their JMonkey 3.7 engine. I'm doing most of my testing in the JMonkey engine. They pretty much look the same. There's a few things that have not been converted and it's not fixed yet, but most of it actually is up and running. I do not have encounters at all in this version. That's the only major thing it's lacking. Other than that, the other thing that's kind of missing on there is inside the shader, it doesn't support specular textures, and it doesn't support blending textures. I have the option in the old one to support blending and specular. So the specular, the only thing I'm using that for in this city is the doors, the iron on the doors to make those more pop more, so they stand out. They look better. Then without it, and then in the blending mode, I blend some of the textures with moss in the southeast corner. In that area, if you go in that area, southeast corner, I've considered that to be more of the rundown area. That's where you can find the spider webs, and there's a massive spider that's kind of taking that area over. That ends up being a quest that you can do for that. Someone will pay you to do that. I've actually added mini quests in the game. Right now, the way to get quests is through your guild will give you things to do. Depending on the guild type, they will give you different things. So good guilds do one thing, bad guilds do another. So it's not going to be the same quest. It'll be different experiences playing the game on that. And also, as you know, it's like if you join a thief guild, be prepared to go out to steal. They will test you and make sure that you are able to steal. And I do now, as you know, I have the thief indicator working. The original alternate reality game did have this feature, and variable was in there. The variable was being only a little bit used, but for the most part it did not affect gameplay. They did not add it to it. So now if you try and steal during combat, if you get caught, your thief indicator goes up. So over time, if that thief indicator gets too high, you'll have a little more hard time walking around the city, because guards will attack you more. They will go straight to battle instead of waiting for you to attack them or doing something to make them mad. If you attack a guard in the city, you can experience your thief level to go up. So you will start making the guards mad. So watch out what you're doing. And there's ways to bring your thief level down, and there's ways to bring your alignment up. So like in the original 8-bit, once you headed down that direction, you basically couldn't make your way back up. Now you do have the ability. I have added the city chapel. It works like the dungeon, identical, except for that special feature that the city dungeon has, where if your alignment is above a certain amount, you are allowed to go into a special room. The city does not have that option. I left that for the dungeon only. But the city does have the church in it. It's in the northeast corner by the palace. I'm thinking about adding other shops that could make the city more alive, giving it more options instead of the old alternate reality city. Your only option in there is just wander around, build your character, wait for encounters, kill, get your strength up, waiting for other modules to go play in. And the sad part, we only got one, and that was the dungeon, and that was only on the Atari 8-bit. Never made it. I think it made it to the Commodore, but it never made it to 16-bit computers, even though someone has located the graphics. So it was in development, it just never went anywhere. So this is a major labor of love. I love this game. Me and a friend I used to go over to his house on the weekend, bring my computer, set it all up, and we would just sit there for hours playing this game, not knowing that you'd never go anywhere. But we'd be sitting there for hours playing alternate reality, the city, building our character. And then the dungeon came out, and we couldn't bring over our character. Don't remember exactly what was happening, but yeah, it couldn't get the import going. And of course, we didn't end up being good characters on there because, hey, there was nothing to do, so you basically fought and killed everybody, and that's just how the game went. Okay, so I'm getting pretty close to wrapping up this video, and as you're about to see, I actually have a version control software that I've been using ever since. That way, if I do make mistakes, I can just roll it back and then look at the differences and figure out where I went wrong. I have, from the start of the Java project and version control, it's using Git, not GitHub. It's not public, it's just locally on my server. I store it there, and then I use a version control software to talk to it, but I store it locally on my Linux server that I have in my house, as you can see. It does really help when I store all the releases in there, and so I can go back to any version on there. I do recommend using a version control software. That way you can look at your progress, check it out, see what's you've been done. Then when you go to make a release, you can go through your history of your changes, and then also make a list of the bug fixes, the add-ons you've done, enhancements or whatever, so you can get exact, instead of forgetting here and there things, and everything that's happening. I like using it. Okay, so biggest thing is let me know if this video is what can be changed. It might be too long. I think it might be a little long. I know in the past I always kept them around 10 to 15 minutes, and that seems to be okay. I think I might need to do that with this version, or go back to just the video things. I just didn't know what people would like. Well, basically this is the end of it, and sorry, the people who have stuck around for the entire thing, I appreciate it. Sometimes I do on videos, sometimes I don't. Depends on if you got the information you needed already and it's time to quit. Well, let me know if I need to shorten these, change them, and what you guys are looking for information, feedback, development, or just gameplay and showing the new features. I can do any of those, and you guys just let me know what you like to see, and I'll put the videos together based on you guys' recommendations. All right, and look forward to more videos. I will continually progress. I'm gonna probably next week will be more just bug fixes, going through and making sure what features are missing in the new engine, make sure that they're complete, get them all transferred over, trying not to do much in the old one. So y'all have a good rest of the week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.